Level 1. It starts with a door you're not supposed to open. The metal door behind the restaurant kitchen slams shut, and suddenly the noise of the street disappears. A heavy envelope sits on the table in front of you. No name on it, just your instructions. Take this to Queens. Don't open it. The man giving the order doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't have to. You nod. That's how you enter the system. Not with a ceremony, not with a promise, just a delivery. You are 22 years old. You owe $7,800 in gambling debts, and your cousin tells you this job will square things up. Nobody calls it the mafia. Nobody says the word crime. They say work. You take the envelope across the city on the subway. Every stop feels louder than usual. Your hands stay in your jacket pockets the whole time, so no one sees them shaking. You drop the envelope at a barber shop in Queens. The barber doesn't ask questions. He takes the envelope, counts nothing, and hands you another one. Inside yours is $1,200. You keep $200. The rest goes back to the man behind the restaurant. That's the rule. You don't ask why. At level 1, your currency is obedience. You run packages. You move cash. Sometimes it's $5,000. Sometimes it's $60,000, stuffed into plastic grocery bags. You learn the invisible rules quickly. Never write anything down. Never carry everything in one place. Never speak names over the phone. Never ask what's inside the package. You notice something else, too. Nobody threatens you. Nobody explains anything either. The system doesn't need threats, because everyone at this level is replaceable. There are always 10 other runners waiting for their chance. You make about $3,000 a week now. None of it goes through a bank. None of it exists on paper. You tell yourself it's temporary, just until your debt disappears. But then, one night, a package feels different in your hands. Too light, too rigid. You don't open it, but you know. Inside that envelope is a photograph and someone's future. That's when you realize something important. You're not delivering money, you're delivering decisions, and the people who make those decisions are higher up the ladder. You start wondering how far that ladder goes. Eventually, someone notices you're reliable. You never open envelopes, you never ask questions, you never lose money, and that's when the system moves you up. Level 2. The first time someone hands you a gun, it's wrapped in a towel. Just in case, the man says. The job is simple. A restaurant owner in Brooklyn owes $48,000 in protection fees. He hasn't paid in 3 months. Your job is to remind him. You sit at a table by the window while he serves customers. When the restaurant closes, he finally walks over. His hands shake before you even say a word. That's new. At level 2, you stop running money. You start collecting it. You visit construction offices, bars, auto shops, nightclubs. Everyone already knows who you represent. You don't threaten violence. You imply it. You remind people about the rules. Protection payments arrive every Friday. Late payments double. Missed payments attract attention. Some weeks you walk away with $90,000 in envelopes. Your cut is 10%. $9,000 for a few hours of visits. You start dressing differently. Better suits, better watches. People step aside when you enter rooms. Respect begins to replace fear in your mind, but the work changes you. The first time someone refuses to pay, your boss sends you back with 2 other men. You don't talk much. You just smash the man's office computer and throw his desk through the window. No one gets hurt, but the message lands. He pays the next day. You sleep fine that night, which surprises you, because 3 months ago you were nervous delivering envelopes. Now you break things without hesitation. You tell yourself it's just business. That's how the system trains you. Violence starts small, controlled, professional, just enough to make the system function. You're not a criminal, you're enforcement, and enforcement leads to the next level. Level 3. The ceremony happens in a quiet basement room, no windows, 3 men sitting at a table. A small card burns in your hands while you repeat an oath. Your finger is pricked with a needle. A drop of blood falls onto the card. You betray the family, and your soul burns the same way, one of the men says calmly. You don't laugh,
because now you're officially inside. At level 3, you become a made man, a soldier. You're no longer just an employee, you're part of the structure. That means protection. It also means obligations. You answer to a capo, a captain who controls around 15 soldiers like you. Your job expands. You run illegal gambling operations bringing in $250,000 a week. You manage loan sharks charging 18% monthly interest. You supervise collectors and runners. But there's another responsibility too. Violence becomes official. One night, your captain calls you at 1:42 a.m. Get dressed. The man you're meeting betrayed the family, stole money, talked to the wrong people. The job happens in a warehouse by the river. It lasts less than 30 seconds. No speeches, no hesitation. You drive home at sunrise and sit in your car for 10 minutes before going inside. You expected guilt. You expected fear. Instead, you feel something colder. Acceptance. Because the rules are clear. The system survives because betrayal ends quickly, and you helped enforce that rule. You're deeper now. Too deep to walk away. Level 4. The money changes everything. At level 4, your reputation becomes your greatest asset. You're known as an earner. That means you generate revenue for the family. Real revenue. Your operations expand. Sports betting rings, construction kickbacks, import businesses moving counterfeit goods, a nightclub that launders $2 million a year. You manage crews of runners and collectors. 15 people report directly to you. Your weekly earnings sometimes hit $120,000. The family takes its percentage, but you still live better than you ever imagined. Luxury apartments, private tables in restaurants, vacations that leave no paper trail. But success brings attention. Other crews watch you, law enforcement watches you, and inside the family, money equals power. One mistake can cost everything. You learn new rules. Always keep 3 layers between you and illegal activity. Never hold the cash yourself. Never let greed outrun loyalty. You also start noticing something else. Friendship becomes complicated. Every conversation carries weight. Every alliance has a price. You're respected now, but respect inside the system is fragile. One bad decision, one unpaid debt, one moment of weakness, and everything collapses. You learn to trust fewer people, including yourself. Level 6. The promotion comes after a federal indictment removes half the leadership. Chaos follows arrests. Operations stall. Money stops moving. The boss needs someone reliable. That someone becomes you. At level 6, you're the underboss, second in command. The entire organization flows through you now. 5 captains report directly to you. Each one manages dozens of soldiers. Hundreds of people move money under your authority. You oversee international connections, drug shipments arriving through ports, money laundering through casinos in Macau, shell companies in Panama. You don't meet street criminals anymore. You meet bankers, lawyers, politicians. Every decision carries enormous consequences. A single move can redirect millions of dollars or start a war between families. You sleep less, trust almost no one, because you know the truth now. Everyone wants your position. Level 7. The previous boss dies in prison. The vote happens quickly. No speeches, just quiet agreements between captains. By morning, the organization has a new leader, you. At level 7, you become the boss. The public face of the family never exists. You appear to run a logistics company, maybe real estate, maybe shipping. But inside the ecosystem, your authority is absolute. No one gets promoted without your approval. No one gets punished without your blessing. Millions of dollars pass